I mean, that was fast. Don't look yet. We got a little slideshow behind us.
Yeah.
And we're going to talk about all that here in a little bit. And we're going to speak a little fast, probably because it sounds like we're at 3 times speed, but we're not really speed. We're just trying to get it on a little quick.
Got a little quick one to do here.
Anyway, welcome to the Doodoo and Foo Show. I'm one of your co-hosts, Dan Doodoo Savage.
I'm Mike Christopher Lee Foo.
The Doodoo and Foo Show. So here is the deal, right? We knew winter would get tough.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
with the podcast, we want to make sure we get a podcast in. Here we are. We're a little up against time. I actually have the time right here, Mike, on the soccer match, how much left. So
Okay,
but it's
yeah.
still going to take a minute to get here, and I'll
Yeah.
explain all that to you guys in a second.
Yeah.
But here we are, the Doodoo and Foo Show, show number 30. So before
30.
we get to the logo,
Yeah.
I mean, we got a big one.
We talk about number 30s, right? First one that comes to my mind, because me being a Syracuse fan, is Billy Owens.
The orange.
It's the orange.
Billy Owens.
Right? Yeah.
30.
And we bring this guy up a few times for the Knicks, Bernard King.
Bernard King. Man, remember
Paul?
Paul?
Paul,
Was
yep.
put him in his Mount Rushmore.
Hey, man, if he never blew that knee out, buddy. How about a local guy here, Icky Woods? Remember the Icky Shuffle?
Icky Shuffle, Cincinnati Bengals.
Cincinnati Bengals.
Icky Woods, yeah.
And this one, because I watch that New York sports show every night, and I see the highlights. Brianna Stewart.
Wow. I wouldn't have guessed that.
Yeah.
Jeez, I can't tell you how many WNBA numbers I know. I don't know a lot. I don't know. I think that's probably the next evolution of fan base is knowing numbers, right?
Knowing numbers. Steph Curry.
Steph Curry.
Oh, Steph Curry, yeah. Speaking of current, of course, but
Right.
And he's good. I mean, he's good enough to mention, right?
So is he the number 30? I know you're a Billy Owens guy, but is he it? Is he the GOAT of number 30?
You know what about? I mean, him or Bernard King? I get it. I know he didn't win championships, Bernard King, but man, he was so good, Bernard King.
Oh, yeah, but
if he didn't blow, and Paulie's right. If he doesn't blow that knee,
Curry
and he did,
changed the
yeah.
game in a way, and he's done
Yeah.
it so consistently and such a professional. And
Yeah.
the more he plays, forget about it. If they win one more random,
Yeah.
I mean, he's gonna be close to that Mount Rushmore.
And you're right. He's the GOAT of number 30s in the NBA.
I think so.
Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah.
I think so. Stewie's got some WNBA. Stewie's got some work to do to be the GOAT. She's one of the top players of all time for sure. That game's what, Sunday?
It's tomorrow. She got to win tomorrow, and that puts her right up there.
Game 5 WNBA
That's awesome.
championship.
That's
right?
great.
And you see they're going to 7 games next year. They've moved it.
Oh, are they good?
Yeah, they
I
announced
was wondering when they were going to
next
do
year
that.
They're going to go to 7.
I didn't know that. Good.
So they had the Valkyries up north, where Sacramento or the Golden State area.
Golden State
the
area.
Bay Area.
Yes.
So they had that. They hired the Aces assistant coach
Yeah,
as their head coach. So
good for them.
some cool stuff. Yeah. So look at that
Yeah.
academic achievement.
Yeah, that's
academic
awesome.
success. CSN 3.59 team GPA for the spring last year.
That's awesome.
And there's
yeah.
some of our girls,
Yeah,
KB, Aaliyah,
right
Paige,
there.
and
That's
Jordan.
awesome, man.
Had interactions with 3 of the 4 yesterday.
Good. Good.
Some of the on-court success.
Yes.
So here's the deal. Short show today.
Yeah, that's fine.
You
yeah.
just came from work. I am currently working. We just got back from Salt Lake from the a 2-day trip, a 3-day trip to Utah, up a little north, up in the Salt Lake area. We went up early in the day on Thursday and scrimmaged Utah Tech.
Yeah.
And then right after that, we continued on to Salt Lake. And then the next day, yesterday, we did the Jamboree, a 4-game Jamboree. First look, CSN, brand new year, brand new players. Obviously, we have the returners as well, but this was it, man. We've been working hard all summer and preseason and the first month of October working out and training and practicing and finally get to play against somebody other than ourselves, which is, as a coach, as a player for sure, but, kind of want to start seeing us instead of this team versus that team. I want to see us play somebody else.
Yeah, of course. Absolutely.
So
yeah.
It was good.
Good test, good experience.
Good experience.
For them, yeah.
Utah Tech, they're a 4-year Division I program. For those of you who maybe don't know, they used to be
where Aaliyah right there.
Where Aaliyah goes, yeah. Where are we?
Number
Boom.
21.
Let's go. Right
here,
there, Utah
21.
Tech.
That's
There's
where
the
she's
logo.
at now.
She's up there now, had a concussion, so couldn't play. She was devastated. But super excited, everybody to get to see her, her to see us. We got to hang out a very little bit because she still does all the stuff with the team.
Sure.
So it was really cool to see her. She said it was very difficult for her sitting on the Utah Tech bench to not cheer every time we scored.
Yeah.
And she's like, it was so weird to see you coach and you're coaching against the people I'm with now. So she's like, it was kind of tough. And, but end of the first quarter, we were down 2 buckets. So we played all right. Both teams actually, honestly, it was kind of a gross first quarter. I think if you asked Coach JD Gustin as well, it wasn't the best first quarter. And then the next 2 quarters, we lost by 4 buckets. So, right there, we did some good things. Yeah. And then the fourth quarter, we lost by 9. So, whatever. They didn't beat us by more than double digits in any quarters. Yeah. It's kind of where we should be, maybe a little bit better than I'd expect to be. I know that he had them on the line running some 17s after we left. And I talked to the associate head coach, whose name is Yaz, and she was like, I'm just so impressed with you, how much energy and how well you play together. And that's a JUCO.
Yeah.
A lot of these kids just met each other 60 days ago, 60, 70 days ago.
Yeah.
So I shared that with the girls, and they carried it on to the next day, just the energy.
Oh, that's good.
And, you've heard me say it probably as much as anybody, is the basketball part's easy.
Yeah.
The basketball part's going to happen. They can all play.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got to figure out what we do well, but I'm sure the same is true whether it's rec basketball or softball or whatever you've been in, the importance of that teamwork.
Oh yeah, teamwork, the camaraderie.
Yeah.
And I think you girls got close quick.
Yeah.
Right after they met each other. And, a few weeks ago when I came in, half the team was out there by the door talking about the practice.
Yes.
And that's the camaraderie of it.
Yeah.
And they got in close quick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think some of that comes from the folklore of the previous year. Everybody hears and sees, Brooklyn's social media posts and the TikToks and the Instagram. They see the posts of how close everybody is. And it just happens fast here. It's culture. I don't want to coach any other way. I'm not saying I can always avoid drama, but it's really good when it clicks early in the season.
It's huge. No doubt.
Because they're rooting for each other like crazy.
Yeah, see.
I mean, our bench is so loud. Yeah. And I told them that, I said, the only way, when we scrimmage Utah Tech, I said, the only way we can lose today is if you're uncoachable to me, or you have a poor attitude playing, and don't no effort. Yeah. That's how we lose.
Right.
Scoreboard, we can't lose,
right,
because it's apples and oranges a little bit.
Yeah.
And we're here to learn and get better. And I think they took that and just went with it because the energy was really high.
Yeah.
So anyway, it was
good.
It was fun. And then we went. The next day go to Salt Lake. We play Utah State Eastern first. I mean, that's a heck of a matchup.
Yeah.
We split with them last year, and the last 2 years we split with them. They won there at Price, Utah. We won here. Extremely well coached team, really solid players. Always a formidable opponent. They made it to the championship game in the Scenic West last year.
Yeah.
And we got a 4-point win.
Yeah.
I was very happy.
Oh, absolutely. Should be. No doubt.
A big one.
Yeah.
That was a big one. We played. I actually kind of started. I don't want to say the second group because I don't do starters, and But I guess what you would say is the second group. I started them.
Yeah.
Because I want to get that in their heads early that it doesn't matter who starts. Mm-hmm. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
You got to go. You got to be ready when game time comes. When I say who's starting, you got to be. All of you have to be ready.
Yeah.
And we just don't have 5. It's just, and it's funny. It's something Coach Tracy and I kind of. A lot of coaches.
Sure.
I need my 5. I need my 5. I need my 5. I need my 5.
Yeah.
What happens is somebody jams a finger in warm up. That 5 is now not that 5.
Right. Exactly.
So I've just always thought that way, and you always keep the other team on their toes a little bit.
Yeah.
Not knowing who
you got to be ready at all times.
Yeah. So we played well there. Then we played CNCC, Colorado Northwestern, who did not have a team last year.
Yeah, I remember
because
that.
Their coach came in late, and they just didn't have enough to field a team. So he had a whole year and a half to recruit.
Yeah.
And he did a heck of a job. Coach Carter. Him and I talk a lot. I like to check in on him. And he went out, got about 7 girls from Texas to come up to Colorado. And his team's going to compete this year in the Scenic West.
Okay, good.
So they kind of punched us in the mouth a little bit early. We stayed the course and warmed down. Again, our defense, our 3-quarter court, the Villanova 1-2-2 press that we do, it's scary good. How,
Okay.
I mean, which the length,
Oh,
with,
yeah, the
with
length,
Cece
yeah.
and
Oh,
Faith
Trista,
and
yeah.
Trista
Trista's got
and
length,
Adrian
yeah.
and Kayla running the backcourt.
Me too. Mitch comes back too. Yeah.
Mitch
yeah.
will be back hopefully sooner than later.
Yeah.
It looked like there was 25 of us out there. so that was pretty cool. We ended up, I think, winning by 10 against them. And then we played North Idaho. Remember last year we beat them here by 3. Mm-hmm. Layla hit that half-court shot. Didn't hurt any. That was the 3 points we needed.
Yeah.
Took care of them up at their place, although we were losing by quite a bit. We turned on the Jets and took off on them up in Coeur d'Alene. Again, much improved. Coach Nate, another good coach. They're going to be a problem in the Scenic West.
Okay.
I don't know what level CNCC and North Idaho are going to be at, but they're gonna beat somebody that they probably people say they shouldn't, kind of like we did in the Scenic West, right? Yeah. They gave us trouble. Had a lead for a lot of the game, and then we just had big play after big play. I want to say it was the last. I told them last minute and a half of the third quarter, it was like a 14-2 run. We just cranked up the defense, finished everything, couple 3-pointers, 3-point play. It was just a minute and a half. That was the game. It was that minute and a half because they were beating us most of the rest of the game.
Okay.
And then snow was a tough one. It was the last one of the day.
Yeah, they're always tough.
We were wiped out. It was only their second game of the day. And it's not an excuse, but our girls were pretty beat up. That would have been our 5th game in 26 hours.
Yeah, that's tough. That's tough for anybody.
A lot of basketball. So I talked to Coach Zoo, who's a great coach over there. Everybody's a great coach. Coach Zoo's a great coach over there at Snow. And I said, what do you want to see? And she said, we'd love to see some zone. So I just threw out a 2-3 zone and kind of got everybody some minutes. And they beat us up pretty good. But what I told my kids is, we're shutting some kids down. We're not worried about the outcome. I want to work on still being energetic when you're down.
Yeah.
Like, can you still find a way to reason to cheer on your teammates? So
sure.
Still some good stuff. Selena had a pretty good game that game. Cieli played great this weekend.
That's awesome.
Aggressive.
Yeah,
Drop
there we
step,
go.
Pound
Bang,
dribble,
yeah.
up strong. She
good,
played
good.
I was like, where? I was like, Cieli, where has this been in practice? She said, Coach, I'm a gamer. And she said she didn't say that, but whatever she said, it was along those lines.
Very good.
So yeah, it was a good couple days. Drove back this morning, caught the end of the volleyball match here at CSN, ran out to the field, helped set up. Thank you, Jake and Coach Mac and everybody else. Helped set up soccer. Soccer's out there right now. That is probably the end of the game. Playing number 5 Arizona Western, nationally ranked number 5.
Yeah,
Arizona Western. So.
And that score was 2-2.
It was tied up. I'm going to see if I can pull it up here. Usually this phone is up there on that tripod filming for Instagram, but today since it's it's going to be an odd winter. Coyote Sports Network. Here we go. Oh, 3-3.
Oh, wow. They got some late goals.
So 3-3. Let's see. There's going to be a commercial plan. So we got to figure it out, right? Like you and I said, I was going to bring the gear to Salt Lake and have you call in.
Yeah.
I don't know. Next couple weeks, I think we'll be good. We'll just be on a random day. But give us some. What are we going to have today? Give us some. Give us a little bit on baseball because I know your team had a big win last night.
Big win. Game 6 is tomorrow against the Dodgers. They're up 3-2. In fact,
Is that game in L.A.?
It's in L.A. And Game 5, Yankees and Guardians is today going on. Yankees lead that series 3-1. Let me see if I can catch the score on that real quick. That game had just started when I left. And what do we got here? We got 1-0 Guardians in the 5th in that game, so they got to win to stay alive. They're down 3 games to 1.
They're down 3-1.
3-1,
right.
yeah. And that's what's going on in the baseball.
So big win by the Mets.
Oh yeah, well they got to win. They got to win 2 more.
2 more.
Yeah,
it's.
They're in the same position the Guardians are.
Guardians, yeah. Guardians. If Guardians hold on today, it'll be 3-2 both ways.
Right.
And being down, both teams being down 3-1, that's tough to come back from.
It is. Yep.
And then let's see what else we got. We talked about the WNBA. Bronny had 17 points last night.
Did he? I missed that. Okay, I did miss that last night. Yeah.
take it as you will. I don't know. I had 17
we'll
points.
see. You know, it's
Preseason game,
preseason.
but still.
It's got to be a confidence booster, anyways,
yeah,
right?
yeah,
I mean,
Yeah.
I wasn't able to see much because my DirecTV went out.
Oh no.
Yeah, so I was on the iPad and my phone watching the Met game, and not as easy to flip through channels on that as it is with the TV. But
Yeah.
it's got to be a confidence builder for him.
Yeah.
So that's
Yep.
good.
Yeah. NBA is. What do they start Monday? Something
Is
like
that what it is? Monday? Yeah. What's the date on
close.
that? Yeah, it's coming close.
I think the Celtics and it's not Celtics. Dallas. It's the Celtics.
I gotta
It's
look. I
one
gotta
of
look
the-
at the
one of
regular.
first nights.
Yeah.
So man, it's that time of year. It's funny. Julie put a post on social media. I called her. I was on the bench, right? So it's scrimmage, so there's less rules. And I'm like, oh, I haven't called Julie yet this morning on the road. You know, she's an hour behind. We're an hour and ahead in Utah.
Yeah.
So I call her up. I'm like, hey, love you. Just want to say hi. Getting ready to start the game.
Yeah.
You know, it's a little hectic.
course,
Blah,
sure.
blah, blah, blah. 24-second phone call, right? So she posts it on, takes a screenshot of that 24-second call log and posted on Facebook and said, you know, basketball season's here.
Yeah.
It's the life of a coach's wife. She's
Yeah.
like, I'm so thankful that he called and said, love you
Yeah.
right away. She's like,
Yeah.
we've figured out a way to make it work.
Yeah.
And of course, as a head coach, man, if you don't have a spouse like Julie that supports you,
Oh yeah.
you got to find a
Yeah.
new career.
Yeah.
So she's home cooking right now.
Good.
She's cooking pumpkin bread
Yes.
and penne alla vodka.
There you go. You deserve that. There you go.
Well,
You both deserve
both, yeah, because
both
her
deserve
whole
it.
thing is
it. Yeah.
that when I go on the road, she tries to cook something she's never done before.
Right.
So she just called me. Almost a goal there. CSN.
Okay.
Big stop by Arizona Western. It's tough because I don't know how much time's left on here. 15 or 20 minutes.
How will Brooklyn and Trent be there for dinner?
Trent might be. Brooklyn probably not. Brooklyn had a long day being my co-pilot driving back from Salt Lake. So
Okay.
she's
All right.
got her stuff and she's got to work in the morning. But I didn't plan on getting home till about 10 o'clock because I still got to
Yeah.
return the 15 passenger van and life of a JUCO coach.
Yeah.
I got to do the laundry in the morning.
Yeah.
Or
yeah.
tonight. I got to do all the laundry. So
Yeah.
it is what it is. But we don't travel again until November 7th. We go down and play the 7th, 8th, and 9th against
Yeah.
some non-league teams.
Yeah.
First game up, man, is a tough one. Coach Tasha, Scottsdale Community College, man, they're going to be a handful. They got some dynamic guards, a couple nice bigs.
Okay.
I think we can play with anybody this year.
Yeah.
But that first game is not going to be a cakewalk. So we're
Okay.
going to go. We're going into the Lions' Den down in Phoenix right off the bat. So it's a good challenge for us.
Yeah.
We didn't have that challenge early last year.
That's what I was going to say. Good early season challenge for
sure.
test. Yeah.
And you got to have those. You know,
Yeah.
it's you only control your, like I talked about last year with Phoenix College is, we won comfortably down there.
Yeah.
We played them, right? We played them twice, and it was only 2 years ago or a year ago that they beat us by 4. So, schools like that, non-conference, Division I, Division II, doesn't matter. Every year, JUCO could be different.
Yeah.
So, we're getting ready to go down there and play South Mountain and play Chandler Gilbert and play Scottsdale, like I mentioned. And these teams are no joke, man.
Yeah,
At any 1 year, they could turn it all around
Yeah.
and be
Of course.
formidable. So,
Yeah.
yeah, I'm excited, man. It's a great time of year. So Julie's cooking. I just got done driving. I'm exhausted. I got tomorrow off.
That's good.
A
Yeah.
day
you need
off.
that,
We got some CSN stuff kicking in the back.
Yeah.
And you know what? Most importantly, we found a way to
Yeah,
have a podcast.
We got it in. We'll figure it out as we go. And like you said, it's basketball season, and we understand that.
Yeah.
But we got it in. Whether it's 20 minutes, half hour, 40 minutes, an hour, we'll figure it out.
Our rules.
That's it.
We create the rules on this one.
Yeah, do one today, do one tomorrow. We can't do it tomorrow, but I'm just saying, if
Yeah.
we wanted to do one today and tomorrow, we could do it.
It's all good. Yeah, it's fun. Van rides, you can imagine at the JUCO levels, hilarious.
Yeah.
So on the way back, we had Adrian and CLE and a couple of the other girls, Alana and Bianca. I was telling them we need to get a playlist together because you can't just grab the aux cord at a home game and play what you want to warm up, right?
Yeah.
So it's, we have a sports information director. We got to run it by them and make sure that it's clean and
Yeah, of
all
course,
that stuff.
yeah.
So we go song by song by song for about 4 hours.
Yeah.
I put on a song and look in the rearview mirror, and they start bobbing their head and singing the words, and then I'll listen to them, like make sure they're good. So fun road trips. We went to a place called Wingers last night for dinner, and then a couple kids wanted to run to In-N-Out, and then a couple kids wanted to go to Handel's Ice Cream.
Oh, yeah, they have a couple. Or was that? Yeah, they have a couple of those out here.
they
It's
have a
very
couple
good.
here.
Yeah. Where you sit outside and
Yep.
Yep.
So they went to Handel's. It was fun. It was a good time.
Now, Wingers, is that self-explanatory? It's a wing place?
It's mostly wing, but they have burgers. I actually got a fish sandwich.
Oh, wow.
Of
Okay.
all things in the middle of Utah. Right?
Okay.
I know. But a lot of wings. Girl said they were good. We went there last year as well. Salt Lake's got a lot to offer, man.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Restaurants. It was chilly. Got down to 37 degrees.
Yeah, it's up north. It's going to be chillier up there. Yeah, of
37,
course.
Snow all over the place.
Yeah,
You
yep.
see that BYU game last night?
That I did
Oklahoma
not.
State?
No, I did not.
Oh, BYU wins at the Horn with basically a Hail Mary pass.
No, really? All right.
At BYU, I mean, right down the street from where we were staying.
Wow, nice. Okay.
And as a matter of fact, Layla fought. Oh, I think that's the game. Tie. Oh, I thought that was cheering.
It's music.
Music.
Somebody's car's going, yeah.
Looks like a tie. Yeah.
That's big.
That's huge.
That
Tie
is
the
huge.
number 5 team in the country.
That's
big
huge,
for
yeah.
playoffs. That's guarantees us a spot. A lot of good things there. Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah. Salt
Layla-
Lake. It was a
Layla
lot
fought.
of snow.
Yeah.
A lot of snow.
Yeah. You were saying Layla fought.
Oh,
Yeah.
Layla came and
Yeah.
visited. 'Cause she
Oh,
lives up there.
nice.
Yeah,
Good,
so
okay.
she
Good.
sat on the bench and the whole 9 yards. Man.
Very nice.
Yeah, she
Good,
had a
cool.
good time.
Cool.
All right, I'm gonna give it a little pause here and take this call. You got to keep me going.
Oh,
Hey, Jake.
oh, wow. Wow.
Well, if you could just point in this direction, because they were here for the.
Yeah, we'll probably have some weeks like this. He's during the basketball season. We got to figure out a day that we can both do this. Like I said, I came after work.
Yep, that's where I'm at. Right
Couldn't do it tomorrow, and then during the week was going to be a little bit tough early week. So we're going to have some weeks like this probably during the season. But
Look at that.
but we're going to make it happen though. We'll talk about something. You know, we're always going to talk about CSN sports. But yeah, we'll be all right.
We'll be all right.
We'll be all right.
Good times.
We'll
I'm
keep,
glad we got one in.
yeah, I don't know how many minutes this one is, but it doesn't matter.
125.
And we were going to talk about this anyways. We were going to talk about the trip anyways. So
Yeah.
that was the main thing for today or for
Yep.
this podcast. But yeah,
Yeah,
so we got it.
It's
in.
all good, man. We're
Yep.
it's gonna be not a bumpy road. It's gonna be a fun road. I'm telling you, I'm excited. I actually had all this equipment packed up, and I was gonna bring it with me. And last night, I could have carved out an hour and just sat in the lobby and set up the tripod and had you call in and video,
Yeah.
and maybe even had one of the players or Brooklyn or somebody
Yeah.
on. Like that would have been fun.
Yeah.
So I know I'm gonna do that.
We're gonna
at some
get to
point on
something
the
like
road,
that. I was gonna say that,
just
yeah.
to figure it out, but.
Yeah.
Yeah, this was good. So yeah, the Arizona, that game just ended. Our women's soccer match is about to happen tonight. It's sophomore night, so it's the last home match.
Yeah.
And Arizona Western is heading this way, so I gotta get downstairs and get ready to greet them. But hey, we got a show in.
We got one in and talked about mainly what we wanted to talk
Yeah.
about for sure.
A little
But,
recap.
a little recap.
Before we go though,
Yes.
how was Mom's birthday?
Mom's birthday was good. Thank
Yeah,
you. It was
what'd
very
you guys
good.
do?
We did go to Shucks.
Oh, nice.
You know, she likes that. And we went there. It was nice. And it all worked out. Yeah,
Oh,
thank
that's
you.
cool.
Thank you. Yeah, she loved it. And she loved the podcast. Oh, you
good.
said happy birthday.
Yeah,
you
yeah,
guys
yeah,
said
yeah.
happy birthday to me,
Yeah.
she says. But, yeah. So that was good. Very good. Thank you.
Good
Yeah,
stuff.
Yeah.
All right, you guys. Well, abbreviated show. I
Yeah.
know you want more, and we're gonna get the logo back up. But look at that, 3.59 GPA is something special for a
Yeah.
team. And you know what? We're gonna have a good shot at beating that again this year because these girls are locked in and dialed in. So,
Yeah.
so yeah, we'll be back next week. We should have a full show. We'll figure out what day it's gonna be, and we'll have a lot of fun. Get some more challenges up and some more blind rankings and
Yeah.
do all the stuff.
You know, real quick, go back to the girls.
Yep.
So when they hear us say their names, Paige,
Paige. Yep.
Jordan,
Jordan.
Aaliyah,
Aaliyah.
and KB.
KB.
Yeah.
How about that?
When you hear us say those names, you can put a face to the name now.
Well, I'll tell you, Paige sent me a video of her hitting a 3 yesterday. in a
There we go.
scrimmage.
Good. There
In
we
a
go.
scrimmage,
Yeah, very
so
good.
She was very excited about that.
Yeah. All right. That's awesome. Very good. Yeah.
All right, guys. Thank you.
Thank
for
you
tuning
very
in,
much. Yeah. Thank
and
you.
we will we'll see you next week.
Yes.
See ya.